Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy KGR, CQNYC, home of the thoroughbreds. You know what I'm saying? Kool G rap for those that don't know. You know what I mean? But we right here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Breaking Records Radio, you heard? Keep it tuned in.
What's up? This is Derek.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trice.
This is Ad-Lib.
Yo, what up? This is Specs One.
This is Fresh K.
Hot Rocks, motherfucking Scrat MC.
Breaking
Records.
Breaking Records Radio out here.
This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out, man.
Word, man. So, I mean, I know we got the show coming up and stuff. I'm sorry, I don't want to keep you too long. It's just the opportunity sitting here talking to you and learning this stuff is amazing. So, I did want to ask a couple more things if I got your blessing on it.
No doubt. 2 more questions.
All right, cool. 2 more questions. Let's keep it simple then. You know what? Yeah, that's probably about all we need. All right, so one thing I did want to ask about too is so because everybody has different stories kind of that are all kind of the same but different about how the symphony formed. But they all kind of relate to back the same ideology. But the one thing I learned recently, and I interviewed Masta Ace, and I didn't even know this at the time, but just recently rewatching an interview I watched with him a couple days ago leading up to this, because not only did I watch every G-Rap interview I could, because I want to ask you shit everyone else has asked you. I went and watched all the old Marley Marl interviews. I went and watched the Masta Ace interviews, the Daddy Kanes. Like I really wanted to, I wanted to kind of get in a pocket to where I'm not getting you to beat the same dead fucking horse every time, right?
Yeah. Overlap.
Exactly. I'm trying to kind of, go out
Fresh
in between the
terrain.
cracks. Yeah.
Terrain. Yeah.
Make it interesting, right? Because if you're not engaged, then it's not a good interview. But Ace mentioned, because he's the only time I heard him mention, so I was wondering if it was true, but when you guys did Symphony, was it true that you and Daddy Kane, because no one wanted to go first, so Ace kind of went in there and spit first just to cool the tension or whatever. And he wasn't going to keep his verse, but Ace was like, I'm pretty sure G-Rap, and Kane went to him after and like, yo, Marley, you got to keep this kid on. He's kind of high. He's kind of high.
When I got to Marley house that time, from what I remember, Ace already had laid his verse.
Oh, word.
Yeah, Ace verse was laid already. And I think Craig G.
Okay, so they would have got there like after the photo shoot before you.
Yeah, then I got there, then Kane got there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word, so.
Yeah, so it wasn't like we was like we all arrived at the same exact time. We was all coming from different places.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Ace was coming, I guess, from BK. Craig G from the Bridge, and Kane from BK, and I'm coming from Corona, Queens.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we was all in the same vehicle and pulled up together. You know what I mean?
Cause like people, a few accounts of the story, like yo, Ace went in there and laid it. You know what I mean? Just kind of like to warm it up because no one wanted to go first. Because back then, the last verse was the illest guy, right? You know what I mean? That's how it was.
I mean, that's my recollection of it. You know what I'm saying? I could be a little off because that shit was so long ago.
But did you guys have to convince Marley to keep Ace on it? And not even that you remember?
I remember that because when I heard Ace shit, I was like, yo. Like, I don't think I knew who Ace was at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was like my first time hearing. I'm like, yo, who that? No, man. Like, yo.
Your attention was divided. Many in the past and tried to do what I did.
Yeah.
That is classic opening verse.
He killed that shit.
That might have been the shift right there. Not saying that he killed you guys on it, but that might have been the shift where then it didn't have to go in order of who was dopest anymore.
I mean, that would be a first anyway if you said Ace killed us on it. No, that would be a first. I heard that one.
I was going to say, I wouldn't say that.
Not to take nothing away from Ace.
No, I wouldn't say that,
I'm just saying,
I think,
I'm just being honest. Like, that would have been a new time. First time we hearing that one.
No, I wouldn't go that far, but I would say he killed Craig G on it. But so that in that sense, I was saying the order, and you know what I mean? Like back then, it was kind of like worst guy first, best guy last, kind of in order. You know what I mean? Like, but I think like that might have transcended it to where like it was almost like.
But
you didn't have
Ace went first.
That's what I'm saying. He had one of the night. Well, he had the third nicest verse on there because you and Kane had the nicest verses on that, but. It's just like the opening verse, a lot of times I find when I dig back in early hip-hop, was not usually the first dude on the joint, right? Like I feel like that was kind of, to me looking back in history, I'm like, that might be the first point where you could shift it to where like first dude had a real nice verse. You know what I mean?
But nah, he did.
He did though.
He started that shit off the right pace. You know what I'm saying?
That's just crazy.
He popped it off crazy.
And people don't talk about Symphony Part 2 enough either, which you guys fucking bodied. And that beat is fucking crazy. People don't talk about Symphony 2 like that though. And that shit's hard. That shit's hard. But so we got one more question.
I guess because the first one, that track and all that shit was just so classic. Like,
yeah, right. It's hard to follow it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.